Hello, I'm Emily Dawkins. I volunteer at a charity called We See You. But my arguably less wholesome job is as a co-leader of a gang of disabled drug dealers. I'm white, slim, in my 30s with long brown hair. Oh, and I have cerebral palsy, which in my case means that I drag one foot behind the other when I walk. But I can move pretty quickly if someone is after me, especially if that someone is carrying a gun and trying to kill me. That happened. True story. I live in the coastal town of Brackington in the northeast of England with my dad, called Craig. Oh, the bills have been piling up lately. Worse still, my disability benefits got cut, so I had to find another way to make money, hence the drugs. I really fancy my boss, Jo, who founded We See You, and I think she might like me too, but she's a tough one to read, and it probably won't help my chances with her if she finds out that I'm using her charity as a cover for our illicit activities.
I'm Ewen Sheridan. I recently came into some bricks of white cocaine, which I'm intending to sell as quickly as possible so I can finally retire to my bay with me mum. I'm white, skinny, in my 30s with short brown hair. I grew up in Bracklington and went to school with Emily until I got sent away for burning the place down. I've been in and out of prison ever since, which has left me with some unexpected skills like baking and art. Seeing Emily again after all these years got me thinking, the ideal drug mule is, someone like her. The police would never suspect a woman with a cerebral what's-it. Emily might think the gang we founded is hers because they're disabled and I'm not, but she don't know how this world works and I do. I'm also trying to start up things again with Leo, my girlfriend from school. She's got an 8-year-old kid, Dwayne. He reminds me of me when I was his age. His daddy's an absolute psycho, so I hope he don't turn out like him. Although he does kick me in the leg a lot, so I don't have high hopes.
I'm Hope. That's my name, not my outlook on the world, which I think is awful. I work with Emily at We See You, and I'm also a founding member of her organised crime group. I'm white, in my mid-20s, I have short dark hair and a slim build, piercing blue eyes, and Ewen seems to think I look like Wednesday Addams because I'm relatively fair-skinned. I'm neurodivergent and probably the smartest member of our gang, as Emily prefers to call us, and I am definitely the most logical. So I find it frustrating when the others insist on making objectively ridiculous decisions, which may either get us caught by police or murdered by other drug dealers. When I'm not laundering money through ECU's bank accounts, I'm extremely likely to be playing drug dealer simulations online or watching the greatest crime drama to ever grace British television screens, The Bill. I've seen every single episode at least 9 times, and there were 2,400 episodes in its 27-year run, but sadly, it ended in 2010. R.I.P. Bill.
My name's Harry, but my friends call me Haz. I'm also a volunteer at WeCU. When I'm not helping my dad out behind the bar of his pub, The Good Intent. I'm right in my early 20s and I have Down syndrome. Given my skills as a filmmaker and a performer, it's only natural that I take care of social media for VCU. But my long-term dream is to move to Liverpool and direct Hollyoaks. My older sister Leah also works at the pub. She used to go out with Ewen, who still likes her, and I get on really well with him too. I'm thinking of asking my boyfriend Carl to marry me, but I need to earn some money to be able to move out of the pub before I can do that. So when Emily got me to join her gang and told me how much money we could make, oh, it was a no-brainer. It's actually pretty good fun working in organised crime. They don't tell you that on Hollyoaks, do they?
Alright, I'm Sean. I'm the gang's muscle. I'm white, in my 40s, I have messy brown hair and I've got scoliosis. I like a drink, not gonna lie, and I may have overdone it a bit these last few years since the divorce. That could have been how I found myself spending a lot of time lying unconscious on park benches or doing overnights in the liver ward at the Royal Humberside. To be honest, I couldn't tell you because I don't really remember. Maybe if I can get myself back on track, I'll have a chance at fixing my broken life, but for now, it's all I can do to try and stay sober. I'm not a big fan of drugs, but Emily convinced me to join the gang because I can handle myself. Especially when I'm with a crutch, a pool cue, anything that could be used as a weapon really. You name it, I'll use it. Plastic bag full of sarnies? Yeah, that'll do. I'll make that work.
What the f*** are you looking at, you bastard? I'm Pat Doe, Ewen's mum. I'm the most experienced member of the gang. I'm white, on the short side, in my early 70s, and I've got MS. Though it's not that bad, really. I play it up a bit, make sure I get my benefits. Who don't, eh? Even though Ewen got took off me when he were young, a proper dose. But even though I am his mum, I've got to admit, he's not the sharpest tool in the toolbox. He didn't get much of an education, bless him. I run the duck shop at the Estate Youth Club, and I sell a bit of weed on the side. But I'm not keen on this spice stuff Emily's got us peddling. I like making money as much as the next bastard, but as long as I've got enough for a vodka tonic and the meat raffle at the Good Intent, I'm happy. I value loyalty above everything, except bacon. So I hope Ewen can trust that Emily Dawkins.
I'm Masir Mason, but everyone calls me Minibus Masir, because I've got a minibus. I'm black, aged somewhere between 35 and 68. Even I'm not entirely sure how old I am. I don't have a disability, but all the others all seem to think I've got diabetes because I'm carrying a little extra weight around the middle, which they don't need to keep pointing out. I'm the tallest member of the gang. Ewen is my best mate, and I spent more time with him than I have with my own family. Well, mainly because we've done so much time together in various prisons around the country. I might be a criminal, but I don't like getting involved in anything too dangerous. I'm a nice guy, really. And I'm at my happiest behind the wheel of my minibus. Did I mention I have a minibus?
I'm Jo Tull-Hogg, the founder of the charity We See You, where Emily and some other people whose names I can't quite recall work. I'm white, tall, in my late 20s with long light brown hair, and I have a limb difference, with my left arm stopping just below my elbow. I don't spend a lot of time in the office, so I'm not great with my employees' names, but I have to admit that Emily's caught my eye lately, even if she has a slightly strange sense of humour. My parents separated when I was young, so I didn't see my dad that much when I was younger. We've reconnected in recent years, and given that he's quite well off and keen to make up for lost time, I can afford to indulge my interests a bit more, like staying at Soho Farmhouse and eating out. Ugh, I love nothing more than eating out, which Emily seems to find amusing for some reason.
I'm Leo, Harry's sister. I'm white with dark features. I'm in my early 30s and Ewen tells me I'm the most beautiful woman in Bracklington. Actually, I think he said thing rather than woman, but I still took the compliment. I work at the Gooden Tent where I live with my 7-year-old son Dwayne and my dad Dave. Dwayne's old man's in prison and I really want him to have a stable home life, so it's important to me that anyone I see going forward is trustworthy and responsible. I've been single for a long time now, but I think Ewen could be the one. Especially since he told me that he now works for a charity helping disabled people. The last time I saw him, he was being dragged away by police. But I guess he's changed.
I'm Craig Dawkins, Emily's dad. I'm white, in my 70s and very tall, with sensibly long swept-back grey hair. I edit Bracklington's parish magazine, the Yakabrack. It may only be a local publication with a small readership, but I take myself seriously as a journalist and spent plenty of time researching stories, interviewing people and coming up with snappy headlines. I'm an expert at puns, though admittedly they sometimes need a bit of explaining. Emily's mum died when she was young, so it's just been the two of us these last 25 years. But I know we don't talk as much as we should. Especially she started spending time with some new folk I'm not really too sure about. It's just, well, I'm a northerner of a certain age and personal conversations go against every fibre of my being. We're not from London,